Welcome back to Oathbound Gaming. Today we're taking a look at a game called Dwerve, specifically the Prologue of Dwerve. This is an indie developed game, and it's created by 5 developers on the core team, just 5 people, and I love it. Now it is a tower defense game, but it's not like your basic tower defense game where that's all you do is place towers on a mission and stand there. It's a game that has you attacking, placing towers, running away from enemies, exploring the world. There's a story, there's a lot more to this game than your standard tower defense game has, and I love it. I'm loving this game. And at the end of the video, we're going to do a pros, cons, suggestions, and final thoughts on the game. So I hope you guys will stick around for that, but enough of me talking. Let's go listen to me talk some more while playing the game. Let's do this. So when you first start the game, you're going to be wandering around in your village. You're going to come out of a house there, wander around a bit, and have some nice calming music, which reminds me of Earthbound a lot. I love Earthbound. Anyway, you're going to talk to this old gentleman here named Esben, and he's going to teach you exactly how to play the game, how to defend yourself. So he's going to give you your first turret, and you're not going to be able to place it without getting these 2 gems, let's call them. They're going to come out of here. And you can see at the bottom left, which is why I moved my webcam a little bit, we have a number 2. We have 2 of these green gems, and we're going to be able to place down a tower. We want it to be a little closer, though, and it will attack the Scarecrow dummy. But I can't place another one because it's using the 2 gems I have. But I can destroy the tower by pressing the right trigger, which I am playing with a controller. The game can be played with a keyboard, but it doesn't nearly play as well as with a controller. But that's going to bring me to my next point here. The settings. We're going to take a quick look at the settings here. I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to go to the controls. Controls are going to tell you exactly how to play with the controller, because the controller is connected. And if I unplug, it's going to revert back to keyboard controls. We'll take a look at the options real quick. Blood, corpses, full screen. You can turn those off if you'd like, which is cool. We have our audio settings. I really do enjoy the music in this game. Controls. So in other words, key bindings, being able to change the bindings and suit them to your needs. That's coming soon. So nice job. I like seeing that that's actually planned. And then of course the difficulty. And of course I have it on the hardest difficulty because I'm crazy, but that's what we're going to go with. So when you're playing with a keyboard, you will be able to customize the controls to suit your needs, suit how you want to play. But right now, currently with the default controls, I'm not a huge fan of the keyboard, so I'm sticking with the controller. Now, what did we just learn in the game? We completed our quest, so now we get a little dash that will do damage to enemies if we dash into enemies, which I'm going to show you by breaking that. And that drops a ton of coins, which we're going to need for later. I'll show you why. One other thing we just got is the ability to throw a boomerang if we do nothing. If you stand still, I'm not even hitting anything on this controller, your character will throw a boomerang at enemies and do additional damage. So, your towers are your main form of defense, right? You place down your towers, and they will destroy enemies, break things, whatever you want to do with them. But your boomerang can be used as well, so you can, like, kind of actively assist your towers into in defending and killing and all of that good stuff. But enough about the little tutorial. Let's go kill ourselves an enemy. Ready? Let's take down an enemy. Let's do it. We got little slimes. So we're going to place down our tower here, and we're going to stand still so we can assist our tower with boomerang throws. And you see, they're stupid enough to attack the tower and take damage. Whenever you see anything that looks like it can be broken, it generally can. You run up to it, stand still, and let that thing be brokified by the boomerang. It's a lot of enemies. Alright, beehive down. So we have a quest to defeat the bee fairies at the brewery. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. So as you progress, you're gonna get to the brewery, and now you see I have 4 green crystals. That's a health potion. I don't need that because I'm so good. And I'm gonna place down 2 towers now because I have 4 green crystals. They cost 2 each. And of course, there's different towers to unlock, right? You betcha. So now we have waves of bees spawning that we're trying to defend ourselves against. You can see the left tower is about to go down, which is not good. And then you can break your towers down to get the crystals back and heal them to full by resummoning them. Game definitely does have some difficult moments, and if you place your towers in the correct, maybe not correct, but the ideal positions, you can use them to hold back the waves of enemies. Alright. Quest complete. New quest. Go home. So, home is not doing too well. And that's not good. And we need to do something about that. Let's go home. And fight. So we're making our way back to our village. And we have ourselves a new tower. Pretty cool. Watch this. So those little slime dudes are about to spawn and try to take us on. But this one's a long-range tower. These things do some work. But I do need to be careful. I need to kite a little bit here. Pretty simple, though. I love this, though. This is, like, pretty unique in a way. I know there's a lot of tower defense games out there, some of them that allow you to fight back and such, but it's got, like, I don't know. It's got charm, you know? It's got charm to it. I love it. Yeah, get out of here, slimes. Alright, we did it. Alright, jumping ahead. We have some interesting characters in this game. There is dialogue, there is story, which I'll skip through because you're going to play through this yourself, right? Because this is awesome. So we're going to skip through this, and we're going to defend our village, or what's left of it, I guess. There we go. One of the things I really like about this game is the fact that it's a tower defense style game, right? But we have world exploration. We're moving around. We're not just doing levels and you know, that's it. Oh man, they took down my tower quick. I got him. I got him. You got to use the what do you want to call it? The funnel. Funnel them over the bridge. Then choke points. There's some strategy to this game. I like it. And obviously the game's gonna get a lot harder. This is the hardest difficulty, but it's the demo, essentially. It's the prologue that should get a lot more difficult with the full game. Alright. Held them back. Alright. We got ourselves a new tower, but this one's a trap. Something they have to stand on. The tar trap that will slow enemies. That's pretty handy in those choke points. And it keeps them slowed a fair bit after they get off the trap. It's pretty efficient. That's gonna come in handy. So you see, strategy. Strategy's king. I'm bleeding out here. I'm almost dead. So I found myself a key. And we're gonna go use it on this chest. Health and armor. Now at the bottom right, you'll see like there's an armor type of shield on top of the health, and that protects you from receiving direct health damage. So there's some stuff out there waiting for you to find. I like it. I like it. So 2 out of 4 war boar dens have been destroyed. We have 2 left to complete this. Villagers are angry. Good. I'm gonna take back their town. Alright, so we have the boars coming. I'm gonna place a tar trap there. Maybe use... Yeah, I'm gonna need to use this on this side. Yeah, that ballista does not have near the health of the spinning trap. That was easy. Quest complete. Now we go home. To the town square. So some areas get a little bit more difficult. But we can handle it. So I'm going to put 2 of the slow traps on the side, the left and right. While I have my range turrets just wreck people. As they cross it, they're just gonna have no health left, and they're gonna die quite easily. But I have a feeling they might start using range attacks against us. I've played this part, I know. I'm gonna take that away and put a third one up here. See, they're throwing little, like, darts or, I don't know, kunai or something. These towers are making quick work of them, though. Not bad. Let's break this one and place down a new one. We're gonna get the bees! Ow. Not the bees! Alright. I think we're coming back to range, guys? No, melee dudes. Put the slows back. Like I said, we do have that dash, but I never really use it, so it's used like that. I shouldn't have used it like that, obviously. But you dash forward, you can do damage to enemies and kind of knock them out of the way a little bit. So you can use that as an escape mechanism. Not so much as an attack, but hey, it does some damage. But alright, we made it through that. We got this shadowy figure that we're trying to track down. What does he do? I have a feeling he's gonna sell us some stuff. Let's move on. Now the game definitely does get more difficult, I promise you. In this situation, we have 3 spawners from 3 different directions trying to attack us. And you can get overwhelmed pretty easily. Ooh, he got me. Now, there's also some enemies that are completely immune to some towers, such as that shielded enemy down there. The ballistas won't do any damage to them at all, and they'll be able to actually block the damage. You'll see block, 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 but the spinning towers can take them out. So you do have to, you know, be wise about your tower decisions, depending on what enemies are on the field. I handled that quite well. Alright, we're going into the tunnel. Let's do this. A cave! Tunnel, cave, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice change of pace, right? It's not all bright and shiny all the time, so they do change it up. It does get dark and gloomy. So this is the end of our prologue, unfortunately, but I do want to show you what's waiting for us at the very, very end. A fortress that we have to siege, which I'm super excited to do, but I have a feeling they're not going to let us. So that's the end of the prologue, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on the first look at the Dwerve Prologue. We're going to jump into the final portion of our video, which is like the pros, suggestions, final thoughts. I hope you'll stick around and join me for that. Let's do it. The pros, suggestions, and final thoughts for Dwerve. We don't have cons because I don't have any cons. I really don't. Starting off, pros. Tower defense done right. Exploration, dodging enemy attacks, replacing towers, and manually attacking keeps the game from getting stale like your typical tower defense games tend to do, right? Love the soundtrack. Love it. Love it. Lots of different zones, such as forests, caves, deserts, and marshlands. That's, of course, in the full game. Upgrades. What do the upgrades look like? Bam! There's a character named Slaw. I told you guys I was going to show you what the scrap was used for. This is the character we saw towards the end of the video. He's all, like, cloaked up. What are you buying? You know, what are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Sorry. As you see here in this quick little clip, there are upgrades available for towers in the game. It's just not in the prologue. It didn't make it in there yet, and probably won't. I did speak to the devs a little bit about that. Apparently that's going to be saved for the full game. But I'm looking forward to that. There's almost like a talent tree upgrade system for the for each tower. And if you take a look down at the bottom, you get almost like a sneak peek at the future towers. Alright. Suggestions. I love seeing the tower upgrades. But how about some player upgrades? The player could have more HP, do more boomerang damage, the boomerangs can bounce, HP regen, I don't know, boomerangs have a chance to stun. There's tons of different player-specific stuff that I could see being allocated to the game, and maybe you gain that instead of scraps, maybe there's just experience, maybe you level. Maybe there's optional areas where you can go grind a little bit if you want. Love to see some of that. True difficulty selection, as it cannot be changed mid-game. That's what I mean by true difficulty. Like, currently you can change the difficulty mid-game. I'm assuming that's for Prologue only, but I tend to dislike this because players can farm on easy, then change it to harder, and there could be difficulty-oriented achievements. I'm a big achievement hunter. I like that type of stuff. I don't know. I'm weird, alright? But I like when there's a difficulty you have to commit to. And I've seen some games do it where, like, hey, you could turn the difficulty down, but you can't go back up. I like that. That's kind of cool, too. Challenge areas. I was thinking about optional areas where, like, you might discover an optional side dungeon where you can choose to take it on or not, and then there could be a reward at the end, like a special tower or tower upgrades where the ballistas now pierce enemies because you completed this difficult challenge. Just an idea. And then New Game Plus. I've seen games do where, like, you play like a mix mode almost, right? You do like a New Game Plus and it changes all the enemies where, like, you might not experience, I'm going to make up a unit here. Maybe there's orcs at the end of the game and you don't see them till the end, but now you're seeing them in the very beginning, and it makes the game a lot more difficult, changes things up that you're not used to. Would love to see something like that. Final thoughts. Dwerve is an incredibly charming game that is simple to pick up but requires strategy and dedication to succeed in. As a huge fan of tower defense games and the NES-style classics, such as your classic, Zelda games, this game is a match made in heaven that resolves the shortcomings of both genres. I'm super excited for the full game and can't wait to cover it again when it releases. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video on Dwerve. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did like this content, please throw us a sub, hit that like button, I always appreciate it, and it keeps me going, keeps me motivated to release future content. Thank you very much for watching, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Skidoo!